Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another vlog. Himself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. The time is just hit 4:30 with a 4 o'clock start. Well, I came in at 4:20 because I'm meant to be going to the docks to collect a container between 5 and 6. So if I come in at 4 o'clock, which I was meant to, then I'm waiting around for 20 minutes outside the docks. Whereas I come in for 20 past, start for 5:30, get straight up there. I can arrive there just gone 5 o'clock, collect the container, then away we go. So that is what we're doing today, guys. Going down to the docks, collecting the container and taking it up to Glasgow. We connected up to the trailer last night. We've done all our proper checks yesterday, like sliding it back and forth, so I know it definitely works, the sliding mechanism, that's all right. Just going over and make sure all the electrics are working. The tyre's not received any new damage since yesterday, such as the tyre tread, bulging on the sides, maybe picked up a nail in the yard, you never know. So giving that a quick go over, waiting for the air pressure to build up, which it is currently. As you can see, the distance there on the first one compared to the rear axle, which is still building up the pressure, not so much. So I've got to wait for all the air suspension to rise where it should be, and then we can leave the yard and go guard container. Travelling on the M58 at the moment, and I thought today's weather was going to be a lot better than yesterday. At least the wind is not there, but however, you can probably hear the rain over the top. It is absolutely bouncing it down. So hopefully we can actually get the container today. Time is now just gone 10 to 5. I should be there in the next 15-20 minutes. But at least the roads are nice and quiet, so that's a good thing. Moment of truth, 5:10 in the morning, arriving at Liverpool port. Are we going to be getting a container? Back open today, mate, yeah? Yeah, it's all back open. Perfect, cheers, mate. Ah, there we go. Need to get the waterproofs on, but at least it's calmed down a little bit, the rain. This is definitely the earliest I've ever come to the docks. Normally it's about 8 o'clock in the morning I come here. Now for this section here, you've got to drive so slow. Literally you're creeping across that little bar in the middle, like little, I can't think of a thing for it, well that's the weighbridge anyway, that little bit there. It says scan my card. Drive across the weighbridge, that literally 2 miles per hour. If you go too quick, you got to go around, do it again. Got a little ticket out of the machine and we need to go to pad 1, which is the one right in front of us, and we're collecting a 40-foot container, which is good because we've got our trailer set at 40 foot. Pins are all set. I've just got to reverse it back onto the bay. A little bit more in the middle. behave a little bit different, these trailers, compared to your standard ones. And now all we need to do is wait for our container to arrive. Now we've got the container, just need to make sure all the locks are nice and secure. And there's only 4 locks. Make sure they're in, you just basically just twist them, nice and easy. Soon got busy in here, hasn't it? My word, I've just got absolutely drenched. Whew. Right then, we're ready to go and get out of here. Distance until our delivery point, 216 miles away. Top end of Glasgow. Can't believe how wet I've just got then. It wasn't too bad when I first got out. And I just absolutely heavens opened up. The route I'm going to be taking is following the A road down towards the motorway. Not really too sure actually which one this is. I think it's the 5036. So A5036. Following that down all the way to the motorway, the M58. From the M58 down to the M6 northbound, and away we go. Hopefully the weather gets a little bit better. It's not too fun when you're driving in this rain. Roads are a lot more slippier, etc. But at least going northbound to Scotland, the traffic is normally pretty good. Normally a case of cruise control 56 all the way up. In total, it's taken just over an hour inside the docks to get the container. So I don't think they've got a full staff on at the moment. Got 3 hours and 45 minutes before I need to take a break for driving, and in total to get up to Newcastle it's going to take 2, 3, 4 and a bit hours to get there. Yeah, 4 hours and 20 minutes. So in theory we could technically make it back tonight. I mean, I'm planned for a night out tonight and tomorrow night as well, so it's going to be a double night out. The weather seems to be having a little bit of a negative impact on the way up. Currently travelling up to what is it, junction 29 for Preston South and Burnley. To be fair, it does get fairly heavy around this little section. I'm hoping it's just a little bit of congestion. Just need to make sure you take extra time when travelling, a bit more distance, etc. from the vehicle in front. The container's not overly heavy. I think it's around, I'm going to say, about 15 tonne, the way it's pulling. When I'm going uphill, I can feel quite a bit of weight on it slowing the truck down, but it's not overly slowing it down too much. Now we're travelling past the M55 at junction 32 on the M6. Traffic should be okay now, all the way up to Glasgow, in theory. I've got to say in theory, because on a normal day, nice sunny day, it'll be non-stop all the way up. But with the weather being the way it is, could possibly be a couple of delays here and there. Nothing too much though. Just makes such a difference though when it's a nice sunny day and then you compare it to the likes of today. Unfortunately, you can't control the weather, so just got to crack on with it. Considering the weather we've currently got, it's still a nice view out of the office window, you can't deny that. A little bit of mist coming over, pine trees there to the right. Currently struggling though to get up this hill, travelling at 40 miles per hour now. Having everybody take over. I always say this, MAN's a real nice drive, but just lack the power. On your day to day though, they're normally okay. It's already got a fairly heavy load on, going up a steep hill. That's where you notice it the most. I've still got 3 hours until we're at our destination. Well, I've got 2 hours and 15 minutes left on driving time. So in between now and 10 o'clock, I need to try and take a break. And that'll clear the driving time and working time directive. It's a little bit of a shame we couldn't have the container collected, for an example, last night or the day before, bring it into our yard and then set off from our yard, because it would make it in one hit then, I wouldn't need to take a break. But unfortunately, with the extra driving time used going to the docks and back, it's kind of eating about 40 minutes to maybe an hour, all in all. And that's the main reason why I need to take a break before we get to our destination. And I've got a feeling it's going to be loose loaded. I don't think it's palletised, which means it could possibly be a fairly long unload time, maybe around 3 hours. I feel like I'm driving through the clouds right now. Really thick, a bit like a fog or a mist. We are pretty high up though, to be fair. Shame really as well, because it's quite a nice view up here. Normally you can get to see all the mountains and all the Lake District to your left, and then more to the right of Cumbria. There's the sign coming off for the Yorkshire Dales. Believe it or not, you've still got quite a lot of cars driving around without any lights on. As soon as they hit that little mist bit, they kind of disappear. So slow down a little bit, let them over. Stopped off for a little break over at Johnstone Bridge. It's currently 25 to 10, so I've got 25 minutes anyway before it needed a break. So it just made sense really just to take it now. And it's a service station on the M74, which is full of these little fellas getting about. It's pretty rare I actually stop at this place, but how nice are the views. We've got a nice little deck area over there. You can have a little walk by the pond. Very nice. Hello little fellas. Before setting back off, double checking the tyres and electrics, make sure everything is working the way it should be. And of course, the container has not been tampered with. And we've still got 64 miles and just over an hour left to go. But at least we're on the final stretch as such. Straight up to Glasgow and then jumping onto, is it the M8 I'm going to say? Or is it? Yeah, the M8, there we go. And our destination is just off the M8, so it's not too bad. Would have rather have got there in one hit, but unfortunately wasn't possible. Just an hour too short on driving time. Right, which way is the exit? Right, so it's this way. At least I know this place is a Snap account, so I can stay here and charge it to the account so it doesn't cost me anything. Oh, there's more swans. That's a lot of swans from what we've seen earlier. What do you call a group of swans? I don't know, is it a gaggle? Gaggle of swans? Not real too sure off the top of my head. Right, then jumping back onto the A74, which is technically a motorway, even though it's an A74. We've still got the blue sign and whatnot. Bit like the A1M, I suppose, isn't it? Now I'm going to be driving on this one for about 55 miles, give or take, and then it's going to take 10 miles from the M74 onto the M8 and then around the ring road to the other side of Glasgow. It's a shame about the weather. Really nice drive this on a good day. Really want to start coming up Scotland a little bit more often as well. We rarely cover Scotland area. I've been up quite a few times over the last few years. But not as regular as I love. Right, there's the rain again. Good old sunny Scotland. Really nice views to the right hand side. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick it up when I go around this corner. The rain has completely stepped up a notch now. Which is a shame as well because there's a really nice view up ahead. You can't see anything, so I don't think there'll be a lot of footage for today and tomorrow driving to and from. Pretty much just down to the rain really. Hopefully when I come back up tomorrow it might be a little bit nicer. Right, let's get a bit more footage. Still got 50 miles to go. ETA still saying 10 to 12 arrival. I'm just thinking about the trip on the way back now, because if it takes them say 3 hours to get me offloaded, I won't be leaving their place till about 3 o'clock, which then gives me technically 4 hours to drive far south as I can. And I could possibly make it back. I might be able to make it back because my hours run out. So I started at 4 o'clock this morning. No wait, 4, 5, 4, yeah. So about 20 past 4 started. No, half past 4 technically. So I have got until 7:30 at night. Let's see what happens. To at least get near in the area of where we live. But it's not too far, and then get to the docks in the morning. So we can make sure we get back within the hours the day after. We've got the Route 74 truck stop up ahead. Let me know down below, have you stayed there before I visited? What's your thoughts on it? I've never actually stopped there, and I've never even visited there. So I was just curious. Quite a few people have mentioned it in the comments in the past, that if you're up this way, try to get to there. There's a lot of roadworks on the M74 at the moment. I think I've been past, for this is probably about the 6th one, but this is the worst one out of the lot, where it's gone down to 30 miles per hour instead of 40. And you can see they've moved one of the lanes from the other side over to this side. I think I might be doing some road maintenance on the other side. Now just coming past junction, what number is it? Junction 10. Still got 26 miles to go. 17 miles on this road. And the ETA is still the same, saying 5 to 12 currently. With any luck, the rain's going to stop completely when we arrive at the client, so I can open the doors, get everything sorted out for the workers, get it into position. Then it can rain all it wants for a few hours. Then hopefully it'll stop while I lock up, and then set off back down the road. You can only hope, can't you? So we should be there in the next 30 minutes or so. Trying to see over the left hand side barrier if we can actually see the truck stop. I think that might be it there on the left. I'm not 100% now. Looks like somebody out there heard my prayers, because we're just about to approach Glasgow. Still got 17 miles to go for our destination. Got a bit of the engine braking kicking in now. Look at the nice blue skies. Lovely. Wish it was like that all the way down. Oh, up, shall I say. Still travelling on the M74. Another 7 miles, give or take. I do love the drive up Scotland though. Scenery is normally really, really nice. Still better than yesterday's weather, that's for sure. from Glasgow centre now. Still got 8 miles in total for our destination. Well, we've got to drive around to the opposite side of Glasgow now. Ah, there we go. Welcome to Glasgow, officially there. We made it in one piece. Got a bit of wind on that bridge. Feels like it's taken forever this morning to get up here. Started work at 4:30. I was just thinking to myself in the head. So I started work at 4:30, got to docks for 5:15, left 6:30. Then I drove for 4.5 hours, which would bring it up to around, say, 11 o'clock, rounding it off. Took a break, and then I've been driving another hour since as well. Yeah, just over an hour it's been since I've had my break. And time is now 5 to 12. At least the sky's cleared up a little bit, the rain's gone, makes a world of a difference. There's got to be a better way to get to this destination that I'm going to. Instead of coming off, driving through the edge of the city and then getting back on. My word, that looks an old building right in front, but I absolutely love it. It's got a little bit of a dome at the top where it looks like a greenhouse. I say a greenhouse because it looks a little bit overgrown up at the top. I can see trees coming from the windows. I wonder how old that building is. A lot of history in Glasgow, isn't there? Nice big old church in front. Got to be careful around this bit. Oh, it's the real Glasgow Infirmary. Oh, I didn't know it was a hospital anyway when I first seen it. I thought it was apartment blocks. What a nice building. Need to take that left road just there, so I'm going to take up both lanes just so I don't get caught short where the barrier is with the trailer. Don't want that catching, do we? Stay to the right. I think when I came off, I might have came off the wrong junction, because looking from bird's eye view at this junction, it's worse than Spaghetti Junction in Birmingham, believe it or not. There's so many different on roads and off exits. It's all overlapping each other. I'm going to try and slow down, let this truck past. So I need to come off at this junction. Only round the corner now. Now we're exiting for the 763. Just make sure I'm going the right way, slowing it down a little bit. Taking the second exit, and we're going to be following for, hopefully it's there, is it's a fruit market. Stands D1 Glasgow fruit market. On Google Maps, when I checked yesterday, it did look like there was plenty of space. That's a little bit weird, little mannequin on a sign. Right, we've got recycling there to the left. Right, we've got the markets here. Fruit, veg and flower fish markets. And this does look like the entrance to get in for it. The delivery, because I can see another truck down there. Right, we're looking for D1. At least it's a nice big area. Right, P and D we're looking for. Oh, I've not got a clue where I'm going. I've not got a clue. It's a one-way system anyway. Right, so we're at F at the moment. There's E. So where's D? It's like a maze. There's E, F, there's B on the left. C is over there. My word, I can imagine this being absolutely chaos first thing in the morning. Ask somebody. Well, that didn't help. I asked one of the guys and he was like, I don't know, maybe around the back that way. I hope so. Right, I think they're block C, so there's B, C. There's C again. Ah, I can see a little van there. That's one of them for the company that I'm looking for. P&D Produce. Perfect. spoke to the guy, so at least they're in. I didn't know if whether they're going to be closed or not at one point. So I'm coming in a little bit of an angle. And if I can, I'm going to try and get just on the other side of that red Porsche. I won't be able to get underneath the canopy. So let's have a look. Just too high. So it looks like we've got to park it on the road, which is the original plan anyway, to be fair. I was just trying to help him out a little bit. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, a container full of potatoes. I guess that's what the guy meant when he said, I hope it's not a gridded floor. I had spoken to the guy before rumpling it up, so don't worry, I knew it was nothing valuable. He does a wholesaler for potatoes to fish and chip shops. And whilst they're doing what they need to do, it's time for me to make a nice brew, put my feet up and play on the Xbox for the next hour. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one empty trailer. Doors all nice and secure, and back down to Liverpool we go. To be fair, it did not take them long whatsoever. About an hour and 15 minutes to get it unloaded. To get back to the yard, it's 207 miles away, and we're looking at 4 hours drive to get there. Now, I've only got about 4.5 hours driving time to get back. I might be able to take a 45-minute break later on, but I think I'll probably get about 15 minutes, if that, to be honest, because it's quite close for the amount of time it took us to get up here, go into the docks, etc. Yeah, so I don't think I've got the driving time if they have delays. And I'm in two minds. Do we rush to get back and then finish for the night? Could be finishing for about 5:30, 6 o'clock, which is not ideal, really, to be honest with you, because it's a nice little 13-hour shift done. Or do I take the time, chill out, and then pull up at the services on the way down, and then maybe take a break there for the night in the services. Get up a little bit later than what I normally would do and go straight to the docks, get loaded up. Yeah, I could do that, but I don't think I'll be out tomorrow night if I can get back today as well. But it just depends on the driving time for tomorrow, whether I can get there and back. I'm just trying to plan ahead, you see, for the next, it's meant to be 2 nights on a night out, but I might be able to get back on both nights if it goes to my favour. It's only a little 207 miles back to the yard anyway. It's not too bad. I was saying to the guy as well that I made delivery to, it's good to see marketplaces like this still going. Now, back in the day when this first opened up, I can imagine it would have been a heaving. And to be fair, I reckon it's fairly busy still in the mornings. But it's probably not half as busy as what it used to be. Oh, that looks like their old unit over there in the corner. quick turnaround anyway, we've just done. Gonna be jumping straight back onto the M8. And then following the M8 down to the M74, onto the M6, straight down.
Side pedestrian. Side pedestrian.
Which reminds me, I need to phone the office to see what time we've got the container booked in for tomorrow. Oh my word, have I got to go all the way around it again to get back on, get back onto the motorway? That's silly, that, isn't it, if it is? Yeah, there's only one slip road to come off and you can't get back on that way. I've got to go all the way around. That's a little bit of a pain in the backside, isn't it? Okay, I think I messed up last time because I stayed on the A803 going towards the Cathedral and Glasgow Cross instead of staying on and then coming off at this junction here to then turn around at the lights like a little roundabout to get back on. It looks a little bit of a tight right turn, so I'm going to take up both lanes, keep the indicator on for the right so everybody knows which way I'm turning. Oh, can't make it through this time. But that does look a fairly tight right turn. You can definitely feel the weight difference, that's for sure. Feels a little bit more nippier now. Oh my word, that's a tight right turn as well. Thank you very much. It's nice scanning you, that one, actually. Cheers, drive. Come on, get into gear. Go, go, go. It's like it sometimes struggles, this truck. It's like, which gear do we go in? Like, you're an automatic truck, you should know. And there we are, on the M8, going in the right direction this time. I remember that for tomorrow, saves coming off going round the hospital like I did earlier. Just been on the phone to the office and I've just been trying to plan for tomorrow's route really, and today to see if it's worth actual rushing to get back. We're due to be at Bootle for 7:30 in the morning to drop the trailer off between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and then we're going to the docks between 8 and 9 o'clock. So if I leave the docks around 9 o'clock, I'm going to be getting back up here tomorrow around, I'm going to say around 3 o'clock, get offloaded, and then I'll be leaving Glasgow area for about 4:30, 4:45, which then I'll get hitting a bit of traffic, and then I probably will run out of hours to get back. So for tonight, I'm just going to play it by ear, to be honest with you. I might pull over at services later on, but then it's just going to be using driving hours that I could be using for tomorrow. So I've kind of got like 101 things really going through my mind at the moment to try and plan. Maybe if I go to Carlisle, have a night out at Carlisle, or I think there's a little service station off the M58, I could go there, and then I could have a nice lie-in tomorrow, start work a little bit later, and then it won't take me long to get to Bootle from the M58 services. A lot of options anyway. And that's one good thing about being a driver as well. You are like your own boss in a way, especially when you're doing jobs like what I do at SSO, more long distance or night outs and stuff. Because you got to plan your own routes. They say, right, be there for 8 o'clock in the morning. Long as you're there for 8 o'clock in the morning, it's up to you if you want a night out or just get back as soon as you can. But long as you have enough rest hours, like your 9-hour rest period, if you really wanted to do that. So we're going to come off, staying in this lane for the M74, following for Carlisle. Yeah, I might just have a night out then. And there's no rush, is there? Especially if we don't have to be at Bootle till 7:30. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm kind of like talking myself out of it or talking myself into a night out. So yeah, I'm just gonna play it by ear, see what the traffic's like anyway. There's no rush, so that's good. Part of the M74 is down to one lane with all the roadworks that we're seeing on the way up, but he's backed up quite a bit. So I came off the junction just before the M74 or Route 74 truck service. So I drove right down that road on the B707B, which is 50 miles per hour road, and it's been non-stop straight down, bypassed all the traffic on the M74, which in the long run has actually helped us. And it's a little bit of a nice view down here, isn't it? Nice little drive. And these windmill farms have appeared out of nowhere since I last came up Scotland. I'm going to say over the last 6 months, they've sprouted all over the place. Kind of ruined the scenery a little bit, don't they? And back round we go. Still following B7078. And going past these services just here on the right hand side. I've stopped at these ones before. It's only a small one, but we're running right alongside the M74 still. Managed to get down here pretty quickly as well. 2:15 at the moment. And I've kind of made my mind up, I'm going to have a night out instead of rushing to get back. I've been up since 3 AM. So a good early night won't do me any harm. And then there's no rush tomorrow either. As long as I give myself around a 1 hour drive to get to Bootle, so I can get the trailer taken off the back. then get reloaded at the docks, then make our way back up. Shouldn't be a problem then with driving hours. And then I can save the extended driving hours for tomorrow instead, if needed. There we are, back on the M74. Missed all the roadworks. Kind of went to plan that, if I'm being honest. And that, ladies and gentlemen, right there is what you call a fantastic view out of the office window. Absolutely love that view. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Hopefully the camera's picking up. So I could be here going, oh, that's an absolutely beautiful view, and the camera's just picking up clouds. I'll find out later when I do the edit. But you should be able to see a little bit more now. Some more roadworks coming up again. At least the rain has stopped. This is why I love driving Scotland. Nice and peaceful, not much traffic on the roads, great views, win-win. I've stayed at these services a few times before as well. The next one coming up, what is it called? Just try and wait for the sign. Lanark, I think it is. No. You leave it at Lanark anyway, junction 13. Abington. There we go. Abington services. Nice services to wake up at. You wake up in the morning, you got lovely views all around you. So if you're ever up this way and you got enough driving hours, try to get there. Another set of roadworks, still on the M74, and again another lovely view again. Still got 166 miles until I'm at the place at Bootle where we need to do the exchange for the containers we got loaded up. Now it's a lot nicer to drive down, isn't it, than on the way up. No rain or anything, touch wood. Touch wood, it stays like that, and tomorrow we have a nice drive up as well. Makes a world of a difference, doesn't it, from the rain than now, looking at all the views around us. My word, what a beautiful view that is. Again, I just hope you can see it clearly on camera, but it just looks like a painting. Really, really nice. Really nice. Just driving past T-Bay at the moment, and I've got 86 miles before I'm back at Liverpool docks. And if I was to drive straight there, it'll be just under 2 hours. I've got 2 hours driving time, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to drive to about 5, maybe half 5 latest, and then pull over for the night. If I was to drive back to the yard, I think I could be back at the yard for around, what was it I've said before? I think just before 6 o'clock. So if you drive for just another hour, the time has hit 4:30 already. Feels like it's taking a long time to get down, if I'm being honest with you. 2.5 hours done. I was hoping to be at Lancaster services by now, if I'm being honest. Hopefully I should be there around 5 o'clock. That'll be a good time to finish for the night. Then I've done 13 hours then. You got any questions about the vlogs, let me know down below in comments. Try my best to answer as much as I can. And safe HGV driving as well. There is a truck stop here. I think it's a little bit too early though. I need to try and wind it down to about a 1 hour drive to get to the docks for tomorrow. So then I'm not using too much driving time for tomorrow. Just pulled up at Lancaster services and I'm hoping there's space. It's currently 5:05. It looks like everywhere's full. Oh, do you know what? I might actually have to go here. I think I might actually. I think I might just do that. Just try and straighten it up. There's no other spaces anywhere. There's one downside about this service station. There's not a lot. Get over as much as I can. And that should do me there for tonight. Right then, let's go pay for parking and edit the vlogs. As you can see, not enough spaces whatsoever and it fills up quickly. And the time has only just hit 5 o'clock. Choices. What do we get today? I might have a look at M&S actually, see if there's anything nice I can cook. If not, it looks like it might be a good old Burger King or a KFC for tonight. I do need to start eating a little bit more healthier. Start looking after myself a little bit more on the diet side of things. But unfortunately, it's right across the bridge where we've got to go. Not a bad view out there. If you had a microwave, that would be quite tempting. They're not too bad either. But I don't have enough water to boil them and kettles for tomorrow. Looks like it might be a KFC after all. Found myself a nice quiet corner of the service station and watching a Liverpool there. And of course, we can't finish the night off without our white hot chocolate from Costa with a shot gingerbread. If you've not tried it yet, definitely give it a go. And no, it's not sponsored by Costa or anything, but just a recommendation that I really enjoy every time I stay out. I think it's like a little bit of a comfort thing. A little bit of nice white hot chocolate and then bed. The time's only 6 o'clock, just gone. And I think I'm just gonna put my feet up, chill out, watch a film on the Xbox. I've got it connected up to Netflix, so I can use the Xbox to watch Netflix on the TV, which always comes in handy. And yeah, get myself a nice early night. And I'll be honest with you, I'm absolutely shattered today. I think that's why I've pulled over on the side as well today, having a nice little early finish instead of pushing it out and doing a full 15, because I'm absolutely knackered. I don't know if it's the 3 o'clock get up or the 350-mile drive to Glasgow and 3/4 way back, which has tired me out, or just a combination of them both. Well, that's definitely something you don't see every day, and I'm not too sure how secure that actually is. I mean, it probably is secure, but it doesn't really look too secure. What do you guys think? Good morning, world. Looks to be a lot of drivers have already gone. Before we go anywhere, let's get our kettle switched on. Whilst that's boiling, let's go and have a wash and do our teeth this morning. Because Lancaster services, they've got their own nice little washroom, which isn't too bad. It's actually quite clean, to be fair. First time visiting these ones. Got a nice little sink, toilet facilities if you want them, and a shower. Quick little coffee for the road. As soon as my head hit that pillow last night, I was out for the count. I really was. Must have needed it. Some milk in there. Yes, milk goes in last, by the way, with your coffee, not first. My wife, she always puts it in first. I remember last time I put milk in last and everyone started kicking off in chat. This guy goes first. It doesn't. It goes last, right? It goes last. I must have went to sleep for probably just gone 8 o'clock, then woke up this morning, just gone 5 o'clock, so about 10 minutes before my alarm went off, which is always better because your body's just waking up more natural. The only problem is, I didn't realise the truck was on so much of an angle. It's literally, it feels like a 45-degree angle, so I felt like I was sleeping on a hill last night. It felt really weird because my head was so much higher than my legs. I like to try and get as flat as possible, and when I parked, so I didn't really think about that. And yeah, that's one thing you need to think about. Sometimes when you pull up somewhere, you can be like that. so yeah, try and keep it as flat as you can going forward. Plan of action for today, the time is just hit 6 o'clock and it's going to take an hour to get to the place that we need to go to take this container off. I don't think they're open until 7:30 though, so I've got plenty of time. If we hit traffic or anything, we're perfectly fine for that. It's 47 miles away, and yeah, take the container off, go to the docks, get another container, and then we're taking it straight back up to Glasgow. And yes, we're eating an hour into our driving time for today just by doing this, but fingers crossed we could get up and then get back to Lancaster. It shouldn't really be a problem to stay here tonight again. Hopefully try and get the same place, because this is perfect really, just to pull straight out. As you've seen earlier on, the car park itself was very busy last night. And I slept straight through as all the traffic drives past. This is on the little bit of the main road, drives past the petrol station. Right, with that being said, let's get on with it. Ah, great, we're stuck. Oh, it's alright, they're moving out. That is one of the downsides about this service station. If there's a queue for the fuel pumps, you can't get out. Feels so much better though for that sleep. Right, let's get the windows up. And back onto the M6 we go. Nice little view for the morning. Hopefully the clouds clear up. I'm going to be on the M6 for the next 32 miles. And then it'll be about 15 miles down to the docks itself. Oh dear, not what we want. Looks like there's been a crash on the other side of the road. I think it's only just happened as well. So we've got a car, a van. A car's actually flipped over. Where's the sirens coming from? The van's actually flipped right over. That looks like the motorway's going to be closed for a little bit. Not really what we need because we've got to come back up, but hopefully nobody's injured. Looks quite a bad crash, to be fair. You gotta love it, haven't you? How am I meant to get to the other side of these cars? Right then, just made it through before the lights changed. Following for the A5036 straight down towards the docks. Right, can move over. Getting lean while we can. I can't remember the name of this place actually. There's a certain name for this roundabout. Can't think what it's called, so mine's gone completely blank. But it's a big roundabout at the end of the M57 and the M58, and it goes down towards Liverpool docks. I'm going to say Sinister Island, but I'm not too sure if it's that one or is that the one near Bury. Or is it Switch Island? Can't think. Mine's completely blank. We're only 2 miles away from our destination where we're getting the container taken off. And it's straight down this road, and then it's pretty much like 500 yards to the left when we do turn. Normally pretty quick getting the containers off. Just drive in. No, take your locks off first, drive in, and then off it goes. And then you drive off. Put the camera up on the side so you can see it. When I was doing a little bit of editing, I don't know if the seal might be damaged on the camera because I had it outside when it was raining, and then the audio for some reason was a little bit muffled afterwards, so I don't know if a little bit of water might have gotten in where the camera is, which isn't really a good sign. So I might have to buy another one soon, or let's not put it in water. If you need the audio anyway, for the video side of things, it should be fine. But that's the reason why it's a little bit muffled on some parts of it, so I do apologise in advance for that. Arrived at the container yard and there's a queue of 2 trucks in front. Unlock all these twist locks so it can get straight off when we go inside. Just got out, spoke to the driver in front, and they don't actually open until 8 o'clock. And luckily the guys come out and see you at the window, so it's not too bad. You don't have to get out, walk around or anything. Once we've been booked in with the guys, all we need to do is drive into the yard because we've already done our twist locks, get it offloaded, spin it around, drive back out straight to the docks, which is about 2 miles from where we are now, which is good because our booking time is between 8 and 9 o'clock. So hopefully we can get there before, I'm going to say 8:45, latest really. I want to be there because we need to be leaving the docks as soon as we can to get up north to Glasgow. And whilst I'm waiting for 30 minutes, I'm going to stick it on a 15-minute break. Takes it off, gives us a little beep, and then off we go. In and out within a minute. Oh, you see it, mate? Fancy seeing Jeffy? Not too sure if the camera picked up the conversation, but he's collecting 3 containers today from Seaforth, taking them all down to our Haydock depot. Time is now 5 to 8, so we left nice and early, and it's perfect timing to be fair, because by the time we get to the docks now, we can just get straight in, because we're within our booking time. A little bit narrow getting out of there. Just going to take up both lanes again. Back at the docks now for 8:10. And it's now Wednesday morning. The barrier's not normally down, so hopefully there's no issues with getting our container. All good, mate, yeah? Time. And follow it around until it comes to the barriers. Get scanned, put the code in, and then we get our ticket. Been given a ticket with the location where we need to go, and oh, there's Gary. Gary's there as well. Right in front of us, another SSO driver. What's the chances of that? Right, it's a 40-foot container again. I'm getting loaded up just there now to the left. Let's go for number 16, I think. just go around, double check all the locks are where they're meant to be. So he's reversed it onto the bay. First I thought there was an issue then, but it seems when the container got dropped down, one of the locks wasn't connected right, so we had to lift it back up, nudge it a little bit so it goes flush then. Checking on Google Maps just before leaving, and the accident that we've seen this morning was around there, and this whole section of the motorway is red on both sides due to the accident, and I think probably road closures as we've seen before. It was a really bad one. So what we're going to be doing instead to try and avoid it, going down this little A road here where we come to the M58. Instead of following the A58, we're following the A58, I think it is, going up towards Ormskirk, and then following that through Preston, and then jumping on this motorway here. I can't remember which one it is, one that goes towards Blackpool, and then jumping on the M6 to follow that all the way up to Glasgow, right up there. In total 211 miles. I'm due to get there in about 5 hours, well 6 if you include a break. Through the scanners we go. I don't like using that end one. And then we've got to scan our card on the way out as well. And now, Scotland, here we come. Let's wait for this other driver to move across. Thanks to Mike in the office as well, give me a quick phone call to let me know about the traffic on the M6. So thanks for the heads up, buddy. Yeah, good in our office. They do try and look out for the traffic for you if you're doing long distance. Try and give you a heads up. If you're going to be expecting any delays or trying to avoid certain areas. A little bit light today. We've joined on to the A59, which will take us straight up through Ormskirk and all the way up towards Preston. And on the Google Maps, on my little CarPlay thing, it's all red going up the M61 northbound, the M6 northbound, and where they both join together as well, it's all red. So this looks like the best option. Traffic's normally okay going up the A59. But with the accident on the M6, a lot of people might be diverting this way. And lo and behold, we've got roadworks. 3 lanes are currently down to 1. It's not what we need, is it? It's like the traffic gods are going against us today already. And I've still got 200 miles to go. Ah, well, it is what it is. We can only do what we can. Now that has been a very long drive so far today. The time is currently 1:30 just hit. I've had a 45-minute break already and I'm still 40 minutes away from our destination. Just had to pull over for some fuel as we've only got 50 miles left on the clock. And our destination is 39 miles away and I should be there within the hour, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think our ETA was between 2 and 2:30 anyway, but with the M6 traffic this morning trying to get up, we had to make that big diversion. It's just added so much time onto our day, probably about 40 minutes it's put us behind realistically. But would you just look at them views. I'm thinking I might just get 200 litres instead of the full 400 litres because it's not the quickest pumps in the world. So instead of waiting another half hour to get another half a tank, I think 200 litres would do us for now. That's half a tank taken care of. Still got 40 miles to go. Oh, I've said that already, haven't I? I think I was there for about 15-20 minutes just for half a tank. Can't afford to be wasting any more time at the pumps. But we're good for mileage anyway now. I'll probably fill up about Lancaster services on the way back down. Get some more fuel if needed. I absolutely love these service stations because when you wake up in the morning and you're looking at this view with the sun coming up over the hills, stunning, really is nice. I've stayed there a couple of times. There's not a lot of spaces for parking, so if you ever do go there, you need to get there nice and early. So round we go. Oh, you didn't mind a time lapse? I know it's a little bit longer than normal, but the vlog would have been about 4 hours otherwise. So I wanted to share as much of the nice views as I could, but at the same time not prolonging it for 3 hours. As I left Liverpool at 8:30, it's now 2 o'clock approaching. One long day indeed. And I've still got to get back yet. I've got 3 hours and 15 minutes driving time. So if I include, round it up to say an hour, well 45 minutes it'll be. So I'll have 2.5 hours driving time. And then with the brake extended, because I'm going to stick it on brake whilst getting unloaded, because I'm not really doing anything. I'm just going to put my feet up, chill out on the Xbox or edit some of the vlog on the laptop. So either way I'm not working, so I can have a 45-minute break. And then set off with fresh 4.5 hours. Try and work it out. It might be around 4 hours I think, driving time. No, I might have 5 hours all in all actually, from now. Just trying to work it out in my head. Either way, we'll try and get back to the yard if I can. So if I leave for say 4 o'clock, worst case scenario it'll be around 4 o'clock, going off how quick the load unloaded me yesterday. So if I leave at 4 o'clock, we're getting back to the yard for about 8 o'clock. And the 15 hours do run out at 9 o'clock if I really wanted to, but it just depends what time they need me in for tomorrow to drop the container off as well, because if it's really early tomorrow then I might just pull over on the services on the way down, and again might be Lancaster, take a break there for the night, get up at 4 o'clock, get down to Liverpool docks for say 6 o'clock, actually it'll be about 6 o'clock by the time we get to Liverpool docks, drop the container off, get another one. But if it's about a 9 o'clock pick up, then I might just go home, have a 9-hour rest at home instead. So I've got to wait up as the day goes, because anything can happen in this job. As you've seen this morning, accident on the motorway, road closure, big diversion, 45 minutes behind straight away. You got to take each day as it comes and each hour as it comes. Not too far to go. Just about to enter Glasgow as we join the M8 from the M74. And we're following it round, and then as you've seen yesterday, well earlier in the video, our client is just off the M8, so it's not bad to get to, which is good. Always makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it, when you're making delivery to somewhere and it's literally just off the motorway. Let's move over again. that a little bit quicker as well. Ah, there we go. Welcome to Glasgow. We've had quite a lot of roadworks on the way up as well. I think 3 or 4 times we've had to slow down to 40 miles per hour to get through the roadworks, and at one point it was even down to 30 miles per hour. Luckily it wasn't for too long. Not really come to a standstill as such. Heard a little bit earlier on in the news as well, on the traffic report, that the junction by Lancaster services, not Lancaster service, sorry, oh, what's the services called? The one that we seen this morning where the accident was anyhow. They've still got 2 lanes closed for repairs. So it is lucky we did avoid that. Even though we've had about a 45-minute delay going around, it's still faster than sitting in the traffic for that on the M6. I reckon that would have put me back at least an hour, maybe an hour and 20 all in all. Finally arrived, 22:03. I was leaving here yesterday at 1 o'clock, just gone. And now we're back. Go be at least 4 o'clock before we do leave. Come on. But at least it's going to be a lighter trailer on the way back, which means less fuel burn and less times going uphill. We'll be slowing right down because that's been a bit of a problem as well, losing speed going up some of the hills. At least we know which place to go as well. It's a little bit tight actually with them, the van and the trucks. Mr. Potatoes is there to the left. Big yard to spin it around and then reverse it down. Going a little bit more. That should do us there. Just go a little bit further back. Got myself booked in with the FLT guy, so what I need to do is take the seal off, open the doors, and then get it ready for them. And when you're doing containers, it's always handy to have yourself a nice little pole stored in your truck. Not just for beating anybody up who tries to break into the back of it, but try and get one with a hole so you can stick it in the bars and then open the door nice and easy. A little bit like so. And it really doesn't help when this is damaged already. So that's damaged pre-pickup, and that's our stock. And that is not a good sign. And to be fair, that's probably all moved when it's been shipped from whatever country it's come from on the seas, I reckon. Luckily, just seems to be the top half that's come forward, so we should be able to get it off okay. Ah, there you go, not a problem. Professionals at hand. Not too bad. Taken 1 hour to get it unloaded, which is good, considering the floor. Now the problem we've got is this back door won't close. That won't really bend too much because the damage to it, but I need it closer. And this won't really, oh there you go. All done. Doesn't really matter if that one can't lock, as long as that one is down at least. It's nice and secure, it won't open up. So, we've got it closed. And to be fair, it closed a lot easier than actual thought it would have been, because I didn't even have to use the pole in the end. And now the question is, where are we going to be staying out tonight? Because we are not making it home, that is guaranteed. To get back to the yard, it's a 4-hour drive. And we have 3 hours and 28 minutes left on driving time, with it extended for an extra hour because I've just finished a 45-minute break. And I don't really fancy working until 8 o'clock tonight, that's for sure. So I'm going to phone Mike in the office in a minute, tell him I'm going to be driving down till about 6 o'clock, try and find somewhere to pull up at 6. Service stations are going to be rammed at 6 o'clock, never mind after 6 o'clock. And yeah, just try and get as far south as I can in that time, and then tomorrow will be about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours drive back to the yard. At least I've got a fresh cup of coffee for the road, so I don't have to stop. Just made one before leaving. Overall, it's been quite a good day still. I will be honest, if I was self-employed, I'd probably have my night out in here and try and get a collection for tomorrow. Oh, saying that, I'm in a container. I can't get a collection, can I? Ignore me. Ignore me. Saying that though, I have heard of container drivers in the past getting a couple of pallets loaded up on the back of it and driving it down. You can use it as a box container, technically. Uh, 207 miles to go. I've actually enjoyed the last few days driving up and down. It's been somewhat different. I like the distance driving. I've always said to myself, when little man's a little bit older, I might do like continental for a year or two. Maybe if I get my own truck, I could do that. Pick and choose your own things then. I speak to Mike from the office, and tomorrow's route is going to be quite nice and easy. We've got a 12 o'clock booking over at Knowsley. Well, that's a container we need to be collected from the docks. I think it was between 10 and 11. So the plan of action for tomorrow, well, for tonight and tomorrow, is make my way far as I can in the next, say, hour and a half. yeah, I'm going to give myself another hour and a half. I'll try and pull over for 6 o'clock. Then that gives me plenty of rest period as well. And then tomorrow I need to be at the container place where we was this morning to offload the empty container. That opens from 8 o'clock, so I could turn up there for say 9 o'clock, maybe 8:30, get it offloaded, leave there for 10 o'clock, get to the docks for about 10:15, get loaded up, drive to Knowsley, and then deliver that for 12 o'clock. So with that all being said, if I've got an hour and a half drive to get there, I think I'll probably get up for 5:30, be on the road for 6 o'clock, or maybe 6:30, and then get to the container place for 8 o'clock. I think that sounds a good plan. But in terms of service station where we're staying tonight, your guess is as good as mine at the moment. Come on car, put your foot down buddy. Hopefully won't get delayed too much on the roadworks going southbound. So there is quite a few parts where it goes down to one lane and the traffic's building up a little bit more now, but overall, since we've got on the motorway after avoiding the accident this morning, traffic overall has not really been too bad. First lot of roadworks going down to 30 miles per hour. I think this is all down to the bridge repairs. Hopefully it won't slow us down too much. And time is currently 4:25. And it's like this, I think it's about 4 miles to be honest. Still 170 miles left before we're back at the yard. I think I've already done about 40 miles. Give or take. Pretty much the rest of the journey will be like this evening. Nice and quiet roads, 56, cruise control on, and just admiring the views really. If you do this drive at around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the winter time, you get a really nice sunset, or the sky just lights up really nice colours. Just admiring it to be honest with you. The only downside about driving up to Scotland is every time I drive up, I always say to the wife, I always phone her up and say, she'll just sell everything up and just try and start her own business up here, up in Scotland somewhere, get a nice little small holding out in the middle of the sticks, nobody around for miles, and enjoy life. So peaceful, isn't it? I can imagine it being an absolute nightmare when it snows though, don't get me wrong. But I'd rather live out in the middle of nowhere instead of being in a city. That's my personal opinion. Nice and peaceful. And I always say to myself as well, if I was one of these farmers, how good would it be if you're getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, you're on your little quad bike, and you drive to the top of one of these little summits, getting all your sheep together, and you're just watching the sunrise come up. That's got to be a nice part of the day, hasn't it? Take a flask, a cup of tea, take 10 minutes with a brew, watch the sunrise. It's all livestock around here as well, isn't it? Livestock and grass. Oh, I think the truck just blocked it out. There's a sign just then saying, "Welcome to England, welcome to Cumbria." Time is just hit 6 o'clock and we're still going. And on the taco I've got an hour and 45, but I don't really want to go for another hour and 45, being honest with you. So I'm going to try and pull over shortly. The moment of truth, Southwick services. Can I get in at 6:30? Now these services do normally fill up really quickly, and they're the type of bays which everybody hates because instead of being normal parking spaces, it's as if when you're getting on a ferry, for an example. You can see we have big lines, so you've got to try and get a good space really. And do you know what? Surprisingly, actually, really empty. I was expecting it to be really full, but I don't know which lanes are meant to be kept free. There's no markings anywhere. Is this one okay? So don't want to block anyone in, do you? That's a nice one, isn't it? Credit where credit's due, S&T. I've only gone and caved in, haven't I? Oh, been in Morrison's, well not Morrison's, M&S for literally 40 minutes, walking up and down shelves, looking at stuff. Couldn't make my mind up, should I get a salad, should I get a sandwich, should I get something and then cook it in a truck. Then I'm thinking, I don't really want to sit inside my truck when it's getting really hot with the air fryer on and then waiting around for 40 minutes. I'm really hungry and it's just one thing after the other. So in the end, after bumping into another driver I used to work with, I had a 20-minute catch up with him just by the shelves. I was thinking, what do we get? He's coming out with a solid, I think it was salmon sandwich or something. It was just looked pretty nice to be fair. And I was like, yeah, do we get this? Or do we get Burger King? Do we get this? Or do we get Burger King? Is it warm enough? Is it hot enough? Is it cold enough? Everything going through my head. Couldn't make my mind up. So in the end, I went for a spicy mayo double whopper. It's warm, it's ready, I can eat straight away and then get some sleep. Which means, because I had a KFC last night, Burger King tonight, rest of the week is eating healthy. That's what I say. Looks like the rain is back, just in time for me to get back to my truck. And for the rest of the night, I'm just going to pump my feet up, watch a bit of TV, and then get an early night. Ideally, be bed and asleep for 9 o'clock. That's the bed set up for the night, just in case you're wondering. I like to try and keep it a bit basic, just have a sleeping bag, a couple of pillows, roll them up, and when I'm done, I can stick them straight in there for storage, and then just have the grey sheet on underneath. It looks pretty smart when it's tucked in. A little bit like so. So in the meantime, that is me done, especially for tonight. Anyway, I'm absolutely shattered. The time has just hit 9 o'clock. I'm waking up at 6 o'clock and then I want to be on the road for about 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock to get down to the place to empty our empty container, take that taken off at about, be about 9 o'clock, wouldn't it? I think realistically, with traffic and whatnot. Yeah, absolutely shattered. Oh, a long day, but it's been a good one. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, and what a miserable morning it is. Very, very wet indeed. I've been up for about a half hour at the moment. I've gone over, had a shower, had wash, brushed my teeth. The only downside about this place, I'm literally brushing my teeth. And the toilets like there, the public toilets, you got everybody coming in. It's not the best feeling in the world, and no wonder you see so many drivers sitting inside the car park bit with a bottle of water and brushing the teeth and having a wash that way. Yeah, so that happened just then. Got myself a coffee from Greg's, And of course, you can't do the deal without a bacon roll in the morning. £3.70 for a bacon roll and a coffee. Can't really go wrong for that. Now the air pressure is built up, it's time to do a quick walk around check, make sure everything still works, tyre pressures, etc. And then we can hit the road. Seems to be good. Put the brake back on. No damage. Lights working. Yep, looking good. Most importantly, fuel tank has not been tampered with. Rightio then. Let's get the journey started. I've got
It should be done.
a lot more than I thought in distance wise until we get to our location. 111 miles to go. I thought it was only about 70. Should be there for about 9:15, which is good timing to be fair. We get in there, leave for just gone 9 o'clock, then we get to the docks for, I think it was 10 o'clock, booked in for, between 10 and 11. Got a long drive straight down the M6, then jumping onto the M58, I think it's off the top of my head. I should really know it by now, to be fair. And the windows are starting to fog up a little bit. So let's get the aircon on. Whereas the British weather gone. I talked to one of my subscribers, Wombat, doesn't really live that far away from us, and they've not had rain for 3 weeks. Oh, we can't get rid of the rain. I'm just hoping I can actually pick up the container today. It's quite windy and the rain's coming down quite bad as well. And you can't even see anything in that valley. Whereas yesterday when I was driving back down, you could see really for miles. I'm not too sure what it's like around Liverpool area. Where we are right now, in Cumbria, it's fairly bad weather. Unfortunately. So have you got any plans for the weekend, guys? Are you getting up to much? I think I'm going to have a relaxing weekend this week. I still need to carry on painting out his wall for the Pokemon. I've got about two more to finish off painting, and then I've got to draw and then paint another 2 or 3 once added to his room, bless him. But it's taken me about 8 weeks so far because I don't get time to do it. I'll probably get about 3 hours that weekend to try and do what I can. Strong gust of wind hit there. Still got 86 miles to go. Fingers crossed the weather's a little bit better that weekend. Just come to the end of the M58 and we're going to be following down towards Bootle Docks, and I've got 2 miles until we're at our destination. Overall traffic's been alright on the way down, nothing too heavy. Had a little bit of roadworks here and there, but wheels are in motion, so it's all good. Not come to a standstill or anything. I'm not really too sure what I've got planned for the afternoon though. After I've had the container taken off, I'm going to stick it on a 15-minute break whilst waiting around for our booking time at the docks. And the customer we're taking the new container to in Knowsley, they are pretty quick at getting unloaded as well. I think last time I was there for about 40 minutes, so I can't stick it on break whilst I'm in their yard because it would be too quick. And then drop the container off somewhere. Normally it will be either one of the places in Knowsley itself, around the corner from the client, which would be ideal really if it was that one. If not, it could be at the docks themselves or the place that we're going to right now. And then for the afternoon, I believe I most likely will be going back with the empty trailer, parking it up at St Helens, maybe getting myself another trailer for like curtain sides, and then making a couple of local collections in St Helens possibly. So let's go play it by ear for now, see how we get on. Arrived over at the container place, nobody in the queue to get unloaded, so straight in we go. We'll go in the yard, make sure these locks are in the right position. Be a cool job that, wouldn't it? Easy as that, don't even have to get out the truck. Docks we go. Unfortunately, whilst trying to find somewhere to park up for 10 minutes, I've ended up down the wrong street. I should have been about 4 streets down and it looked the same entrance. So as I'm waiting for 10 minutes basically before getting to the docks, so driving down the road, I thought, right, this is the right one here, swung in, got down, I was like, actually it's a different place this. It was a nice big road, it's not too bad. So I've just had 10 minutes, looked on Google Maps, and literally there is no other way out other than driving through a residential street. Now there's no weight limit signs on any of the roads, so that's why I drove down here. And I was a bit cautious with it. Let's let this guy through first. And we need to turn left. So I had a little walk up, just to double check the road can actually take the truck down it, and we're okay. Luckily. Reminded self this isn't the road I was thinking of, where I could park up for 10 or 15 minutes. I bet that happens quite often as well down this street. I bet they get a lot of trucks coming down there. That's really narrow where they've parked, because they're not really taking up a lot of space on the path side of things. We've got to go real slow. Yeah, we're okay, keep it nice and straight. Just about. If there was probably a foot more off the pavement where they are there, I probably won't be able to get past that bit. Lovely. No fear. Turned out to be all right. Not ideal, but all right. We'll manage to get there. Currently, we do have some pretty strong winds at the moment, as you can see with all these trees. So I wonder if we can actually get our container today. Might get turned away like the other day. Oh, it is fairly strong, them winds. You can see the bushes going. Speak to the guard. Right, the barrier's down. Normally you just drive straight through. All up and running, mate, yeah. Yeah, just make sure it's running still. Okay, still up and running. That's good. Real surprised that these docks are still open. The truck is getting battered just then, sat there at the barrier. Right, where are we off to? Let's have a quick check. Pad 1. Perfect. And it's a 20-foot container as well, so I need to shorten the trailer. You might be able to see it to the left where the cranes are, but it just looks like a really dark fog.
Side pedestrian.
Right, let's go over to this little section here so we can change the length of the trailer. To change the length, what I need to do, put the brakes on and then push that in so that will activate the pin. Now you can see it's on the 20th, pins move forward, keep that pulled out, brakes back on, unfold these back bits like so, lock them back in position. Then these ones that we're going to be using need to be lifted up and twisted round. And some gentle little stays. Been on site now for 30 minutes and there's not a lot of action going on whatsoever, and the winds are picking up a little bit more, so it's looking a little bit hit and miss, to be honest with you. I'm on a bay, which is good, but it looks like I got here just in time because we've got 3, 6, 8 trucks waiting to get onto bays, and in a half hour that I've been here I've not seen a single one drive off with a container. Over 40 minutes later, still not moving. But one thing is moving, is the queue of trucks getting bigger. They've even started a second row down there. And I've spoken to Mike in the office. Turns out Terminal 1, where we are at the moment, is currently on a hold due to the weather. So until it gets put back off hold and activated again, there's not much we could do other than just wait around. 2 hours I've been here for now, and I've only just started work again now the winds have calmed down. And just in time as well, because we've got all of these trucks waiting to get onto the bay. Secure the container with the twist locks, and away we go. Luckily, our destination is not too far away. We don't have to go back up to Glasgow. I should be there in about half hour's time, give or take, as it's only at Knowsley. It's a little bit tight getting in. We've been there twice before, so I'll show it you when I get there. Trying to depart the East Lancs, the A580, to get onto Knowsley Industrial Estate. Still got the roadworks on the go. I've been avoiding this place as much as I can whilst these roadworks have been on. Road ahead closed. Oh, okay, it's right. The right hand turn, so it's all right. Hey. Time is just approaching 1 o'clock, and whilst I'm getting unloaded, it's around 45 minutes. I'll be able to put it on a 15-minute break, and I'll try and get something cooked up for lunch. I've got some chicken skewers with me. Oh, is it beef skewers? I'm not too sure. I've got something anyway that I can throw in the air fryer. Should take about a half hour to cook. Saying that needs to be in the left-hand lane in a second. Been an alright day overall today. A lot of waiting around, but it's out of our control. From time to time you have that, especially on the containers anyway. A lot of waiting around. So always bring something with you to keep yourself entertained. Try and download a few things on Netflix for an example. Get paid to watch a film, can't argue with that, can you? With any luck, the yard is going to be nice and clear for us to get in, and hopefully nobody's parking across the way, because if there is somebody parking across the way, it might be a little bit of a struggle getting in. Now we're okay. Pretty much got to mount the curve a little bit, because there's that one there on the left hand side that we're going in. Last thing you want is the trailer to cut the corner and take out the wall. Perfect. Just like so. Turns out the FLT driver is on his break for at least another half hour, which is quite good for us, because I'm going to have 15 minutes now, and then I'll go to other work whilst I'm waiting our POA, drive into the yard, get sorted out, undo the back of the container, and then stick it on for a 30-minute break whilst it's getting unloaded. I've got reverse back just before the weighbridge, and then shorten the trailer so the container is right at the back. Then you can attach the ramp to the back of the doors. So you get unloaded then. Should do about there. Oh, and what's behind door number 1, you ask? Lamb cofters. And they are looking fine. It's one empty container. My word, the trailer didn't want to get back into position. I had a right little fight with it. Woo! Plan of action. We're going back to the docks. That is right, we're going back to the docks, dropping this empty one off and collecting another one from the docks. So one in, one out. Let's get past this little corner. Shouldn't take too long to get down to the docks from where we are now. And it's booked in between 2 and 3. And the time is currently 2:05. So we should be there by, I'm going to say, 2:30, maybe 20 to 3. Back again. I've lost count of how many times I've been to the docks in the last few days. About 2 for Glasgow, and then dropping one off over there, and then picking this one up. Is that it? Have I already been 3 times? Or 4 times if you include Monday. Sure feels a lot more than 4, that's for sure. Perfect. Cheers, mate. Just try and go over in my head now how many times I've actually been here. So Monday we came, we couldn't make the collection because of the wind. Tuesday, Glasgow. Yesterday, Glasgow. Today, the one that I've got on the back. So there's 4. And then picking another one up. I don't know. It seems to be fairly busy at the moment. So come through these little barriers, so they scan the container I've currently got on now, so they know it's been collected and now it's coming back for a return. So it's all allocated for. Scan our hauler ID. And we've got to crawl across here slow as we possibly can. If it goes too quick, you get refused. That little plate, that's what you need to go over. At literally between 1 and 2 miles per hour. And then get ourselves booked in. Deary me. Look at all the trailers that are waiting to get loaded or offloaded on pad 1. I've never seen it that bad where they're queuing up here on the left hand side to go, and it's at least 3 deep on the queue. Wow. Oh my word. I've never seen it so bad. Never seen it so bad. I'm just gonna go round and roundabout to show you. As you can see, they're queuing up from over there. And all of these are waiting to get unloaded or loaded up, and we're going to be joining that queue next. Oh my word, what is going on? So we're heading over towards Terminal 2. at the moment. So, which hopefully is going to be a little bit better than what we've just seen over there, because that was absolute chaos. Wow, look how choppy the sea is over there. Yeah, some big waves. Fingers crossed it's not as chaotic down here. Following the road round. See Liverpool off in the distance. Got a couple of big ships around this area. It doesn't look overly too busy. There's a lot of tugs pulled up. So let's go over there. So we're going to pull over here, do the hooks, and then get ourselves a little tag. They are pretty impressive, them cranes though. The weather's soon changed, hasn't it? It looks really nice out there now. So we're here now, BL11. Well, we'll go back round. Let's get ourselves set up for the 40-foot container we're taking. A little bit stiff, that one. Drop these. What an absolutely lovely view that is over there. Stunning. Sections lifted back over, pin in secure place, and then the top as well. What an absolutely lovely view. And you got Liverpool right there in the distance. Fair play to the guys. They've actually got it down a fair bit. I mean, there's still a lot of drivers here, don't get me wrong, but compared to what there was, it's not as bad. But still a lot. And when I say this, there's probably about 40 trucks in front of me to get offloaded or loaded. So I could be here for a good hour. Now that is what you call a well-oiled machine. And just like that, our final container's loaded. Time's just at 4:15 on the Thursday, and we're ready to go back to the yard. And hopefully finish for about 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30. Which is good really, because I get to see my little lad before he goes to bed. Bless him. I had a FaceTime with the wife and the little man this morning, and I've not seen him since Monday night. Yeah, Monday night was the last time I've seen him. And on the FaceTime, Leanne told him that I'm going to be coming home tonight, and you should have seen how excited he got. He jumped up onto the bed, started like kicking his legs up in the air, shouting and jumping, cheering. Bless him. Proper melted my heart when I seen him do that. I was like, ah, really missed me, haven't you, mate? But the feeling's mutual. First time we've done 2 days away. Overall, it was a good little couple of runs up to Glasgow. He enjoyed it. But I wouldn't like to be doing this full time. So hats off to everybody out there who does full-time tramping. Especially if you've got a family. You've got to spend as much time as you can with the family, to be honest, don't you? But things have got to be moved up and down the country, and it's us truckers that do it. Some of the sacrifices we make, long hours, so we can do things for our family, make a better life for the kids, etc. Between me and you, the rate that Leanne spends money, that's why I've got to do all these hours. Oh, bless her. Oh, don't say that's the traffic for us. I think it is. But what a lovely day it's turned out to be. Why couldn't it not be this sunny when I was driving up and down to Scotland instead of all the rain? Sod's law, isn't it? You win some, you lose some, I say. I wonder what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. It's actually taking me 40 minutes to get where I am now. Everybody kicking off with each other and blocking the lanes. It's absolute chaos around here at the moment. But after all, it is 5:15. You got all the rush hour traffic coming in. We're going to be following it for the M58. Following the M58 straight down to the end. Jumping onto the M6 southbound, and then our yard is just off the Haydock Island pretty much. It should be a nice and easy little run for us. Let's finish off the day. Let's finish off the week pretty much. I've had the plan come through for tomorrow as well, back on the containers. So on Monday's vlog it will be more containers in and out, and staying quite local, I think, not going up towards Glasgow anyway. So nice and local stuff. Hopefully the weather's going to be good for us, so we don't have to wait around at the docks for too long. Nice in and out, that's what we want. Back at the yard now for 5:20, and just when I thought I could just park up and then run off home, a spanner got thrown right in the works. The spanner by the name of Jeff. That sounded quite wrong. I'm not actually calling Jeff a spanner, by the way. I'm on about spanner in the plant. So what I've got to do is wait for Jeff to get offloaded. He's got about 4 pallets left to come off. Once he's then out of the way, I can then park out in front of it, open doors, get the first 2 taken off, and then reverse back onto the bay and go home. So on that note, I am going to call it a day on a video. So if you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again next time. As always, keep on trucking, stay safe. Bye for now.